Alex, you guys had almost Saturday will be about a week off. How does the sort of layoff been for the team?
It's been good. It's been good. Earlier in the week, took a couple days off, so it was a good little break for us, a little refresh. And then now, really just focusing on ourselves, focusing on Villanova, just getting better at the things that we need to get better at, and at the same time having extra days to prep for a really good Nova team.
Is it the mental rest or the physical rest or both? It's
Both. It's both. It's both. I think physically, obviously, you get the rest just from everything that we've been through for the season, how hard we work, and then mental rest too. I mean, we've had 5 games in however many days, and just getting a little bit of a rest from that, and getting to do other things too, which is nice.
Feels like kind of every year coach is talking about how he needs more toughness from the team. Does it feel different this year, or is it something that you guys need to still find where that can come from?
No, definitely. We definitely got to be tougher. There's moments where other teams are showing more toughness than us on play, so we got to have more toughness and just playing harder too. Coach is big on that right now with us, so just playing harder, pushing ourselves more, and really using our depth to our advantage.
Do you guys have it in you to be tougher?
Yeah, no, absolutely. We always got it in us. We practice hard every single day. There's toughness moments every single day from everybody in practice, and now we just got to put it out there for a full 40-minute game. And toughness does include playing a full 40-minute game, and that's something we gotta be able to do.
What have you seen from Villanova on tape, and whatever you've seen maybe on TV? What are they bringing to the table?
Yeah, really good team. I mean, high-powered offense. They got great guards. They got shooters all around. And then defensively, they're super disciplined, super well-sounded too. So, I mean, a talented team. They're competing right now on the top of the Big East right now, so we know it's going to be a good matchup.
As we talk about toughness, there's different ways of being tough. I mean, when you look at the comebacks that you had and the close games that you won, that's also another form of toughness. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, we've been through a lot of adversity as a team, whether having big leads and having to stay strong when teams will come back, or having to come back against Providence. So, we definitely showed moments of toughness, of just staying together as a team, and then also just toughness when just how hard we played too. We showed moments of that too. So, I'm happy with the different moments we've been through as a team. It's just now we got to consistently do it.
And this is a pretty good stretch coming up, right? I don't know how far you look in advance, but you get Nova, St. John's, and Creighton over the next couple of weeks, among other teams as well.
Yeah.
But that's pretty tough stretch there.
No, definitely. I mean, every Big East game is a battle. We're going to take it one game at a time. I don't even know who we have after Nova, I'm going to be honest. I really don't know. So focus on Nova first, and we'll move on. But, every game has the same importance, so we'll be locked in.
Can you speak to the complexity of your offense? When I look at the offense, you do a lot of ghost screens and you're constantly moving. How does that give you guys a competitive advantage?
Just always keeping the defense, on balance, just making sure they don't necessarily know what's happening next. So throwing a ghost, throwing a roll, throwing a slip. There's 2 different things offensively just to keep the defense guessing and, just misdirection, just unpredictability.
I feel like the offensive efficiency is going to be something that sort of comes along later in the year as the year goes on.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I believe we'll be fine offensively. We have so many players. The shots are going to fall. We work way too hard. So many great guys just have worked hard since the summer. So I know the offense is going to happen the way it's supposed to happen. So it's just making sure we just play good basketball out there.
What do you think when you see like the kid from Alabama? I think Baylor obviously had this situation. As a guy who's been in school for a while now, what do you? What are your thoughts on that?
It's crazy. I think it's always surprising. I think it's just you see something new. It feels like all the time within college athletics. I don't want to speak too much on it as a player, but I think I don't really know. I think it's crazy how even as a player you just see something new every time, whether it's a pro coming back to college or someone that let go of their eligibility to come back. I don't really know the rules. I don't think anybody knows the rules, so I think it's just more so.
There are no rules.
Yeah, there are no rules at this point, so just making sure there are rules intact and for everyone to understand and follow by, but I guess we'll see what happens.
Cool. Thanks.
Perfect. Thank you.
Looking about toughness for the team, obviously you guys have been through some adversity.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? And I know you've heard this a lot.
Yeah, I feel like For us to be tougher as a team, I feel like it starts with me and Silas, point guard in the center. And I got to take a lot of that responsibility on my shoulders. And that goes hand in hand with the killer instinct that putting teams away. So tomorrow's a great opportunity versus a great Villanova squad to really show that we could do it.
Do you have that switch that you can turn on and say, okay, I'm just going to lock in?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's going to take me. It's going to take everybody. And yeah, I feel like I could do it. So I just got to show the coaching staff, show my teammates, and really just go out there and dominate.
Coach was saying how the kid Brennan was a real tough,
real deal,
ferocious player.
Yeah.
Is that a good challenge for you?
Yeah, I played him in high school, knowing that he's super physical. So it's going to be a great fun game. I mean, as a competitor, that's the type of defender, that's the type of players you want to play against. So I'm excited for tomorrow's game, tomorrow's matchup.
How big was this little break that you guys had at this point in the season? You guys kind of need that?
Yeah, I mean, I think we played 5 or 6 games in like 13 days. So it was good to have a couple of days off, really get the mind, the body fresh, and then hit the ground running. Got a week prep for Villanova, so really just excited to go into this next game.
Do you have a different feeling when you are dominating a game and you are bringing out that inner toughness? Does it feel different on the court?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it, not only for myself, but also it carries over to my teammates and to the rest of the team. I feel like really the key is just setting the tone early. And it's not always just scoring buckets, but being down there on the offensive glass, defensive glass, boxing out. It's all the little things, screening. So it's not really just about the points at the end of the day. It's just everything else, winning the small mini battles.
You mentioned keeping your body fresh. How does it feel now that we're midway towards the end of the season? How does your body feel?
So I'm not even really worried about my body, man. It's like it's getting towards the end of my college run. So it's honestly a blessing just looking back, really just taking it all in day by day, game by game, just really being excited for the present moment and having God knows how many games left. So really just taking it all in and enjoying the journey.
Outside Villanova, you guys had a week to practice and prepare. What did you focus on personally just about improving your game and trying to get better as we're heading into a pretty big stretch with Villanova, St. John's, Creighton in the next few weeks?
Yeah, I feel like looking back at the film, the past 5 games, knowing that I had solid games, but they could be a lot better. I mean, there's stretches and spurts in games where we can really put teams away, and especially for me, just a couple extra rebounds, more points, more blocks, just other areas that could take a really good, solid game to a great, very dominant game. So I feel like that's the next step for me and next step for us to really grow and evolve as a team.
Is it tough for you to get into that dominant mindset because you're such a nice guy? I mean, it seems like you have this mild personality off the court. Is it tough to turn that switch on?
No, I don't think so. I feel like it's just really the flow of the game. I mean, being out on the court, just knowing that I could always do more. I mean, looking at just the past games as us as a team, we really just got to play for each other. And speaking on my end, I'll have a good, solid game. It could be a lot better, more dominant. So I feel like the coaching staff has been very, very open and, open to me about I could always do more. So that's my mindset in the game. And the game going on tomorrow is I just have to do more, play harder, rebound more, block out more, box out more, screen harder, score more. So I feel like that really got to be the mindset is that extra mile.
I feel like that team is still a little far from reaching its potential on offense.
Yeah. I mean, we just got to knock down shots, be a little bit more unselfish sometimes at times, but I feel like we're in a good spot now. Really just learning day by day, practice by practice. Like I said, tomorrow's a great opportunity, and I feel like we got a long way to go. Like we're not clicking on all cylinders yet, and when we do, man, it's gonna get scary for a lot of teams in the country.
Hey, thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, Tarris.
How are you?
Good. Hey, Coach is still talking about toughness. I know that you guys have had sort of a mental toughness with some of the games that you've won because they've been difficult. Any thoughts on, this talk about toughness?
I think toughness results to us just trying to play harder. I think the biggest thing for us is trying to put together a full 40 minutes of playing hard, sustaining that, And I think we're growing every game. We're trying to get better at it, but I think it starts in practice. Like we've had some really tough practices this past week, just going as hard as we can, exerting as much energy as we can just to try to sustain it in the game.
Tarris said that kind of has to start with you and him. Do you feel like you need to go out and set the tone for everybody?
Yeah, most definitely. I think when we get after it on the defensive end and then just play more freely on the offensive end, I think it makes it easy on everybody. And I think guys off the bench just got to be ready for their number to be called. Coach is saying we're going to start going back deep into the bench. So I think that's the key to us just being successful, using as many guys as we can and us just all exerting as much as we can while we're in the game and, everybody just being ready.
You in foul rehab this week?
Nah, yeah, I probably was, yeah, because I think last game Coach got on me. But, I'm just trying to pick and choose my spots to be aggressive. And, as a good defender, sometimes you can't be too aggressive. You just got to let it happen. And I think I've been trying to work on that and just be better at that.
What do you think of this, the freshman for Villanova, Hayden Lewis? A lot of good freshmen in the league and the country this year, but he's been pretty good.
Yeah, he's been pretty good. I think he's a very crafty finisher. I think he's kind of the head of snake for them, just making plays at the point guard position. Definitely looking forward to the matchup. I know he's going to bring his best foot forward, but we're going to try to follow the game plan and execute it to the best of our ability.
There's been a number of games where you've been in wrestling matches for the ball, and even when the referee blows the whistle, you're not letting it go. Are you trying to send a message out there?
Yeah, most definitely. I think that was kind of the thing Coach pitched to me in my recruiting when I came on my visit. He was like, when there's loose balls, we never let go of the ball because it's a culture thing, that's a toughness thing. So no matter what, I'm going to try my best to come out with the ball. And I think last game, like even the ref got into it with us, and I wasn't letting go of the ball. So it's definitely a culture thing that I'm trying to keep it going.
How complex is this offense, and how far do you think you guys are along? I mean, how much better can you get?
I say it's very complex. We're putting in new things every day, and I think you kind of just got to be on your P's and Q's every day with us putting in new things and remembering things that we might have put in a couple months ago. But I think as a unit, we've gotten better over every game, every day, just trying to put things together, timing, and just figure out where each other like the ball. And I think we're definitely a ways away from being where we want to be, but I think we're in a good spot so far.
Keep in contact with the guys from Georgia at all? They're having a pretty good year.
Yeah,
I don't know how many guys are still there.
Yeah, I talked to a couple of the guys, just here and there when I can, just checking in on them. But, yeah, they're having a good season and just wishing them the best, but more so just focused on us and in my new home. So.
When you come to the Big East, do any of these matchups kind of excite you before you're actually in it and on campus? Like when you look at Villanova as an opponent, a team you probably watched win championships growing up. Does this mean anything special to you?
I wouldn't say it means anything special, but I definitely look forward to playing a different team just coming from a different conference. I wouldn't usually play a Villanova in a non-conference, so being able to play these teams for the first time and just play a different team other than teams in the SEC I look forward to it, and I try to enjoy every game and, just try to put my best foot forward every game.
What's your reaction to Alabama adding a G League player? What kind of direction is the college basketball going?
Yeah, I don't really have a say on that, but, if Alabama chooses to let them play, that's their choice, and there's really not much I can truly say on it. But, honestly, we're just trying to worry about us and do what we can do to keep growing every day.
You guys had a week to prepare, a week off. Of course, the mental and physical rest, but also were there specific parts of your game that you want to improve aside from the preparation for this game against Villanova?
For me, probably just the foul trouble. I think being smart and not being too aggressive. I think when I take myself out of the game, I feel like I impact the game in certain ways, and when I take myself out of the game, I'm kind of hurting the team. So just trying to be smarter about that and picking and choosing when to be aggressive and when to not to, and so I can be on the court and help my team.
That's when it comes to play calling. When you're there on the court as sort of the quarterback on the team, are you seeing opportunities to have the team run certain sets because a player can kind of get off on that player?
I'll probably say yeah. Me and Coach kind of talk about it here and there sparingly throughout the game, but most of the time Coach has a plan on what we want to attack and who we want to attack, and we kind of just follow that. But I think our biggest thing is just trying to get out in transition, trying to get transition buckets rather than having to play in the half court so much. I think and that starts on the defensive end, like Tarris said, the toughness thing. We got to be better on the ball. We got to be better in ball screens. And if we're better in that, we can get out in transition and run a little bit more rather than having to play in the half court so much.
What are your impressions of Tarris and the physical nature and the toughness he can bring to the team?
I mean, when you first look at him, you can't miss him. I feel like he was built in the lab. Like, to be that big, to move that fast at his size, like, I think he impacts the game. I don't think anybody can really cover him one-on-one in college. I think that's why a lot of people are starting to double him. So, I mean, I feel like Tarris is growing every day. I feel like even after injury, he's still trying to get his best foot forward, and I feel like his best basketball is ahead of him.
Just one last question. For some teams I've seen, there's been teams where guys will go at each other in practice because one doesn't want to get the advantage over the other, and that kind of shows on the court when they play. Have you guys ever had that during the season where guys just kind of just are not going to give up?
I wouldn't say. I mean, I feel like we compete to a level where it's respectable amongst one another. I don't think any of us are trying to outshine one another, but I think we know the equal balance of getting your teammate better, but not tearing down his confidence. Like, I think even though we might get scored on in practice, like, you still pat him on the back for a good defensive possession, or you might get a good bucket. So I think we found an equal balance of being able to compete but still respecting one another.
You got some players that are dogs.
Yeah, we definitely do.
You can't turn them off.
Yeah, no, we definitely do. But I think we're finding an equal balance between it. So
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
appreciate y'all.